Hi guys, today we're going to do some exercises for the joints to keep our joints healthy. We're going to use a chair, we're going to use the mat. So let's get started. Sit comfortable onto the chair. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Push your head back. We have the tendency to keep the head like this because of our lifestyle. So really pay attention and push your head back. Relax your shoulders back and down, but at the same time pull your belly button in so we are avoiding the arching from the low back. All right, so we're going to start with some quick shoulder circles while we're keeping the head back. That's the key here. Okay, so we're going to do 10 circles each direction, and then we're going to reverse the other way. Very good. Nice. And as big circles as you can go. All right, place your hands on behind the head and clasp your fingers together. We're going to inhale, open from the chest and look up towards the ceiling. Bring your elbows back and then release and arch the back the other way. Bring your elbows in. We're going to do that again. Inhale, open, and then exhale, round the back. Good. And 3. Very nice. As always, keep your abs engaged because arching too much from the low back can create pain or discomfort. And even though if you have knee problems or hip problems, having that spinal flexibility and mobility, it's really important because all joints are connected and they affect each other. So if one is not functioning properly, that affects the other one. So that's why it's very important not just to concentrate on the one that bothers you, but all the joints above and below. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Nice. All right, we're gonna sit a little bit more forward into the chair. Bring your legs, your feet wider apart, and then we're gonna inhale and exhale. Lean down towards the floor. If your flexibility allows you, touch the floor with your hands and then go back up, or just lean onto your thighs and lower down. That's if you have like back problems, that might be good enough stretch for you. So it's up to you. This is my easier option when I'm lowering down, and this is my a little bit more advanced option. Good. And I have third option that is going to incorporate a little bit more spinal flexibility and shoulder flexibility. Inhale, bring the arms forward, up, and then exhale, lower down. And again, inhale, forward and up, and then down. Good. We're going to do 4 more, whatever option works for you. And down. Feel that stretch in the lower back, in your glutes, in your buttocks. 2 more. Good. And then last one. Nice. Fantastic. All right. Again, we're sitting a little bit closer to the edge of the chair. You can hold on to the chair, and then we're going to lower the knee to one side, then the other one. So I'm twisting from my hips, but I'm concentrating on that back leg, and I'm really bringing the knee in and down, and that works on your hip mobility and flexibility, of course, which is very, very important. Good. So we concentrate on that leg, pull, like really pull the knee in and then out. There we go. Then the other one. Nice. So we're going to do about 10 repetitions each side. Always listen to your body. If that's a little bit too much, like this movement, you can just do this one. It still is good enough if you feel the stretch. Nice. Excellent. Extend the right leg forward. We're going to stretch the hamstrings. So tight hamstrings can create a lot of trouble for the low back, for the hips. So we always make sure they're nice and flexible. Good. As you lean forward, make sure your back is straight. We're trying to avoid this arching of the back. And lean forward. Good. gonna do 5 more. And 3, keep your toes pointing up. There you go. Good. Last one. Nice. And we're gonna switch legs. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down. If holding to the chair it's a little bit too much for a stretch, you can always rest your hands onto the thigh. And of course, breathing. Inhale and then exhale, lean forward and try to hold for a second or 2. Very good. Feel that stretch on the back of the leg. Good. Keep that neutral neck position. So we tend to do that. So definitely push your head back and down, back straight, lean forward, and then back. And we're going to do 3 more and 2 more. And the last one. Nice. All right. Work on the glutes and the hips and the knee, of course, because we're stretching a little bit. So cross your ankle, your right ankle over the left knee. So if your muscles are not as flexible for you, it's going to be very difficult to do that. Might be difficult to do that. So try to bring like mid of the shin onto the knee if you cannot go all the way like this. So find a position that works for you. Sometimes even if you're sitting up, you're going to feel the stretch in the buttocks on this side. Sometimes you might need to lean forward so you can increase the stretch if you're a little bit more flexible in that area. Definitely if you have stiff back, you're going to feel it in the low back as well. So you're going to hold in that position and make sure you breathe in, breathe out. The perfect stretching position is when you feel the stretch but it's not uncomfortable. You can hold that position for up to 3 minutes, for example. All right, and we're going to switch legs. So now left ankle over the right knee, or if this is a little bit too much, mid shin onto the knee, and you can just sit up nice and tall, or you can lean forward to increase the stretch. And checking everything, the head, neutral head position, shoulders are back and down, my back is as straight as possible. You always engage your ab muscles, abdominal muscles, so pull your belly button in. Very good. Nice. All right, and we're going to continue with some standing exercises. So always have the chair next to you, just to have some extra support. And perfect exercise for your hips. Hold on tight to the chair and swing your leg back and forth. Make sure there is no tension, no pressure. We're just swinging it back and forth. As I'm going to turn around so you can see a little better, but it's the same movement. As you go back, make sure that you're not arching like this. My upper body is nice and straight. My belly button is in, and I'm just swinging my leg back and forth. Very good. Nice. And we're going to switch sides, the other leg. Same thing, just swing the leg back and forth. Make sure you have enough room behind you. Perfect exercise for the hips and a little bit for the knee. There we go. So now we're going to face the chair and we're going to swing the leg across. So it's the same idea. Let it go. Let it be that leg and just swing it back and forth. And then switch the other side. Good. I'm definitely resting onto the chair because I don't want to challenge my balance. I just need to work on the flexibility. Very good. Nice. Stretch for the knees, for the quads, for the quadriceps quite often can be very tight. So we're gonna grab the ankle or the foot and bring the knees together. We're gonna stretch like this. Sometimes if this is a little bit too much, we can use some props. For example, I have, my jacket here and my resistant band. You can use a towel, you can use a belt, just regular belt, but let's imagine like this is my jacket, but I'm gonna use it. Imagine this is my towel. So basically, if my flexibility doesn't allow me to hold my foot, I can just use it, so I can pull, I can stretch a little bit more and without feeling uncomfortable. Very good. And we're gonna switch. We're gonna do the same thing on the other side. As I said, we're trying to keep the knees together, close together, and the same level instead of this or that. But again, whatever feels comfortable. Pull your belly button in, roll your shoulders back and down. Check your head position. Again, even though we're stretching for the knee, we're stretching the quads, we're still working on the posture. Very nice. Good. All right. So we're going to do one more stretch. We're going to extend the left leg forward. My right knee is bent, and I'm going to lean back so I feel the stretch in my hamstrings. And I'm going to turn this way so you can see from that angle. So this is my left leg. I'm keeping it forward. My knee is straight, but my back knee is bent, and I'm leaning as forward as possible. Sometimes people are bringing the feet too close together, so make sure you have enough room so that can allows for a comfortable stretch. And then we're going to switch the other side. Good. Same thing on the other side. Very nice. And we're going to finish up with some ankle stretch. Again, the knees, quite often when I work with my patients, they come with problems with the knees, and we figure out that actually the ankles are pretty stiff or weak. So it is important to work for all the joints above and beyond, because sometimes that might be part of the solution, keeping your joints flexible. So you can help with your upper, with one of the arms, and do like circles, reversing both ways. If this position is not comfortable, you can just rest that leg, that foot down onto the floor and do the circles. Same thing on the other side. Option one, you're gonna just do the circles. My heel is resting down onto the floor, and then reverse. And second option is from this position, and you can help to increase the circles with your top arm. Very good. All right. Nice. I hope you enjoyed that. Our short exercise session, but takes care of all of your joints, all of your pains and aches. So yeah, enjoy.